video right here, we're about to learn the Icy Ice, or also known as, well, what I call it, the Ice spin, coming up. What's up guys, my name is Coach Sambo and welcome to my YouTube channel. Here on this channel I share with you almost 25 years of b-boy knowledge, and I also have been coaching for a while, so you don't want to miss out on all these tips that I will be sharing with you right here on this YouTube channel. So to help you out get more knowledge, I definitely recommend you to subscribe by using the little red button right there so YouTube can notify you every time I upload a new video. So in this video we're going to learn the Icy Ice, or how I call it, the Ice spin. And why? Because b-boy Ice is one of the guys that really devours the move. So there are a few things I recommend being able to do before really learning that Icy Ice. And that does not include the halo, but it does include a baby freeze, Hong 10 freeze, a one-handed Hong 10 freeze, or a halo freeze, but also the hand spin. And you know, the classic old school hand spin is something you're really gonna need if you really wanna execute a nice and clean Icy Ice. You know, like your windmill's gotta be really clean and really crispy before you allow yourself to start training the Icy Ice. And I have an advanced windmill tutorial that's coming out right after this Icy Ice video, so definitely check that one out just to clean up your windmills and get it nice and crispy so you can learn the Icy Ice, but also tons of other things, of course. So if some of these moves are not really clean yet, I really advise you to clean them up and invest in those moves first before investing a lot of time in the Icy Ice. Alright, so let's start this off with a few warm-up exercises such as a windmill and a Hong 10 freeze. You want to do a few of those before actually starting to learn your Icy Ice, you know, just to get in the vibe. But then this is where the magic happens. And there are a few very small details that you can only find with your man Coach Sambo that will give you major advantage and breakthroughs to learn this move. The first one is positioning your elbow in the right spot. Now when looking at an Icy Ice, most of the time people think that you would place your elbow in the same position as you would during a chair freeze or a real Hong 10 freeze. Basically having that elbow connect to your upper body all the way in the back. But actually, to be honest with you guys, what I found out was it was way better for my balance to keep that elbow to the side as you would do for like a pilot freeze or like a semi-air chair. Now, when performing the Icy Ice in this position, you visually almost don't see the difference. However, the feeling you get when you're performing the Icy Ice really resembles the feeling of a hand spin because your elbow is still kind of stuck to the front, giving you the sensation of basically just doing a hand spin. Now, this can be kind of tricky because you might think this is not the right way to execute the move. You might picture yourself doing a hand spin, but guess what? This is actually the position you want to spin for that Icy Ice. This is the first tip that I'm going to give you guys, and this already gave me a major breakthrough in balance when it came to executing my Icy Ice. Now when you want to execute an Icy Ice at first, I strongly recommend everybody to perform it out of a windmill. That's right, you want to start with your windmill and then connect it to the Icy Ice. A very important tip for this part right here is use the transition in between the windmill into the Icy Ice with both hands. That's right, that's a very common mistake right there because the Icy Ice is performed with one hand. A lot of people do their windmill and then transition it one-handed, making it harder for you to find balance, but also a lot harder to generate and maintain speed during the Icy Ice. So make sure you get a good grip on the floor with both hands and then transition into the move while keeping that elbow to the side, of course, as we have just talked about. Now, if you're taking this Icy Ice thing really serious, then you might realize already that I am giving you some really rare but quality tips, right? Well, I still got some more left, but I just want to motivate you guys to help me support boosting my channel all the way up to #1. You can do this by just leaving a random comment or hitting the like button. Now, I personally don't really care about the likes, but what it does do is it's pushing my videos forwards so I can help more people out. So it'd be really awesome if you could just use this moment right here to just enter a random comment and smash the like button so we can boost this video up.
Conquer the internet.
So now the next tip for your Icy Ice is a tip to help you not spin half around and then stop and lose all your speed. Now, I don't use the Icy Ice that much, but I used to train it a lot. And this was one of the most common problems is I would spin, you know, half a round, maybe a full round, but then everything would just stop and I would lose my speed. And when looking at Issei or other Japanese b-boys performing this move, they managed to keep that speed and momentum. Well, it took me a while to figure out how they actually do it, but I think I just might have the answer. So the clue and the tip for this part right here is actually not placing your head with full weight on the floor. So what you want to do is you want to keep your head low, close to the floor, but you're actually not really touching the floor. Like the best way to make you understand this is actually you want to have your hair slide over the floor while keeping that full balance on that one hand we're standing on during that sideways baby freeze or Hong 10 freeze. combining all of these tips together and giving it a little time and a little patience, of course, making sure you have good power move basics, this should lead to really amazing results really fast. And I'm not just talking about my own experiences when learning this move, but I also taught this move to a lot of my students. And one by one, these tips managed to develop their Icy Ices, giving them more vocabulary to work with when creating their sets so they can smack people up in battles. Now, a few more things I want to add right here for the Icy Ice is the fact that you can also perform your Icy Ice inwards. And performing an inwards Icy Ice is really rare. So if you're one of those people that listen to your coach and train your freezes on both sides, specifically the Honk 10 freeze or Halo freeze, then it's definitely possible for you to execute an inverted Icy Ice. As you can see, one of my students right here, Maflex, was kind enough to demonstrate this move for us. So you can see what's possible when you learn the Icy Ice. And then of course, when you kind of get your Icy Ice on lock, you can use it to combine with other moves. You can go from a Halo into your Icy Ice or from your Icy Ice back into a Halo. And these two examples are probably one of the simplest examples there are out there, but I'm trying to get your juice flowing so you can experiment and create your own stuff and your own combos with the Icy Ice. That's right, I'm just giving you the ingredients and you're gonna have to make your own soup, because that, my friends, is what the b-boy game is all about. So yeah, don't forget, performing from a windmill, use both hands to connect to the Icy Ice. Don't place your elbow all the way to the back, and don't place that head too much on the floor with a lot of weight on it, because it's gonna slow everything down and basically make you stop spinning.
And that's not what we want, of course.
So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope you learned a lot from these videos, and I'm really doing my best to share all my personal secrets and methods that I have developed over all of these years, and just giving them all for free to you guys. So yeah, support by hitting the like and subscribing and leaving a random comment.
Subscribe now, motherfucker.
And also, if you really enjoy my way of teaching, you can head over to my website. So yeah, guys, have a good one. Good luck at practice. And at the end of the day, my good friends, when you think about it, it's all about that b-boy shit.